We are in the final stretch now, and the holiday magic is all around us. It's been an incredible journey, and we are so grateful to have had you along for the ride. The big day is near, and we cannot wait to celebrate with everyone who's made this possible. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas!
Happy Christmas, MP!
Good morning and welcome to day 23 of this series of us working hard to make Yabá ready for Christmas.
It's our last work day, so everything that hasn't been done in the past 23 days has to be done today.
Because today's our last day of work. The 24th is our travel day because we have to go north and it's going to take like 8 to 10 hours.
We've got a lot of preparation, which
And the
might be today.
25th is our lunch with the carpenters.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Baby, why you leaving me? Baby, what you done with me for? Is it because of him? Is it because of me? Would you tell me, baby? Don't you leave me alone? Maybe, won't you come on home now? I'll prove I'm right. Till the morning light. When you gonna come back? My heart is just too black. Hate to be turned.
It's very windy, so the wind is just making the welding really hard, but luckily we had the big white tarp. You saw we were using a blue one, but the big white tarp that we used in the shipyard to cover the entire boat. And now we've got a completely windproof area for them to weld. And the finishing will be even better. Really happy how they work. They always had a guy cutting and measuring, another guy welding it in place, while the other guy was already going over the weld with polishing it all to make it nice and shiny. All the welding is finished. They've just removed all the bubble wrap, and the last few polishings are happening right now. And then once they leave, we can play around a lot with the dinghy. And remember, this is the main structure. We're going to fasten so many little rings onto it, and mounts and block and tackles. The thing is, we want to try it all out first with rope and fasten it. Choose where the mounting is going to be on the Davit as well as the dinghy, but that will be for the new year. Ew. Obrigado.
Valeu.
I am so happy that the Davit system is in place. How long have we been wanting a Davit system? How long have we been suffering with a dinghy that's been towed behind the boat, getting stuck under the platform? I don't know. I just cannot wait to get this boat lifted onto that platform. We're going to do a small test today. It's not going to be the perfect solution. We're going to have to get some block and tackles for that and weld some proper fastenings onto there and onto here, but I do want to get it lifted. First thing I want to do is get some wheels onto this. I think that would be a good thing. Then we can wheel it all the way down, put it behind the boat and do some tests. I've tried to find a million ways to get a counter, a through bolt in there with a nut on the other side, but I talked with Alan, a dear patron of ours and good friend. He said on his dinghy, he just scuff the surface, bunch of Sika to glue it, and some screws. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Cool, now we let that dry. I'm not gonna use those wheels until that Sika is completely gluing everything in place.
I believe the most important job we have to do today is making the boat ready for our trip. We are here in this river. When the tide is low, we are stuck. So we need to leave the river at the right tide, which is 6 a.m. So we don't have any time tomorrow to do any of the preparations for the trip. So the most important job today is preparing for the trip. But there are a couple of things that will make preparing for the trip easier because we have many loose things on the boat. For example, the sea creatures that we were painting yesterday, they are quite big to be loose and fragile. So putting them in place, which is a fun job, is also part of preparing for the trip. So we're gonna be doing some very crucial cleaning and organizing, but also some very crucial decorating, if you see what I mean. I have all the excuses to do that today, so that's what I'm gonna tackle first.
It arrived.
You've seen the sketch, but you didn't see it colorful, so it's also a surprise for you.
Okay.
This over here is a, well, it's a sticker, but it's a painting.
Copy of a
copy of a painting, a water painting that was a gift to the previous owners of Yabá, because Yabá used to stay a lot at Ilha de Itaparica, which is in Bahia,
Which we will go and visit.
eventually. And there is a fishing market that has a mural painted on a wall, and it's this drawing here. So a friend of the couple painted the exact same mural for them and added Yabá to it, which is super, super, super nice.
We have the original oil painting at home, but we're not gonna...
Because it was a gift from the previous owners, which is such a precious thing for us to own. The thing is, this one is faded and you can barely see things anymore, and we couldn't find a way to make a copy of the original one in color, not in our region. And also there was something holding us back, because even though we always love this is the past life of Yabá, it's not the new chapter of her. So we had this idea of making an ode to this, copying some elements, but representing more the new life of Yabá.
I think that is so cool.
So we still have Iemanjá, the seahorses, the parrots.
But this is Peña,
The
the bay where
crabs.
we started anchoring at the beginning. The shipyard over here.
With the river,
Our house, our home. The island in front, the doggies.
the whale spotting area.
I like this.
Nero's boat.
I like the compass octopus.
Ah, and this is like an octopus look from the bottom. Can you see even the little mouth? Isn't that cool? Look side to side.
It looks very. It's the same style.
Parrots, my husband now. Parrots.
Parrots.
Macaws, that's what
Macaw.
Here, the crabs. Here, the seahorses. Here.
Iemanjá. there.
Iemanjá, here. The anchor symbol as well. So many of the things that were there before are here again. But now
It's our own one.
it's our own one.
My next job is going to be car detailing once we've given up boat life.
Whoa. Very clever. Whoa! Do we love it?
Very, very nice.
What's your favorite bit?
Whoa, look at even, come close and look at that finishing over there.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I'm going to get started on getting this dinghy in the water and lifted onto there. The first step is figuring out where we're going to fasten the lines to from the Davit system onto here. I think this cleat is good. I just opened this lid here and it's really reinforced underneath. I might just put another nut and a washer and nut just because. The other parts, the stern is going to be fastened on these two screws over here. It goes all the way through. And here it goes all the way through. But what I am going to do is get a stainless plate and cut a little shape out, maybe an 8 or an O. And I'm going to replace the washer that's in here and make it a lot taller, if you see what I mean. Nearly finished with this dinghy, getting it ready to be lifted, but I just got a message that there's something at the welders that not left behind, but we decided to get it as this was delivered. So I'm just going to go pick it up and it's going to create the wrap, the ending of our work period. It's like a kind of gift, a Christmas gift to ourselves, thanks to all your support. We can get this for ourselves and you will see what it is in a little bit. It belongs to the Davit system. Anyway, enough to Yabá, and I'm back. This will go in and these mounts as well, but I can't wait.
The bathroom is almost ready, but I still need to add some accessories, including this mirror here. Ben chose the height and he's 25 centimeters taller than me, which is 10 inches. So that's probably, I'm finding the mirror looking way too tall, but for him it's probably a good height. And now to the real reason why I was really excited to put the mirror up. No, it was not so I could look at myself. It was because precious. This baby turtle was a present from my parents on our first anchorage. When we started our travel, we left Penha, went to Bombinhas, and then we went to Santo Antônio de Lisboa. Every weekend there is a artisans market on the street, and they got me this very, very, very cute turtle, which is made out of recycled bottles. So as she's green, the guy said that she was once a Heineken bottle, and now she's gonna be living here on our mirror. The baby turtle is added. I think we still need to give her a name. I'm sure she's a girl because she has a little girly face. I love how it's looking there because it's just a tiny detail and it has a bit of a memory, and it was a present, so it's super nice. But this toilet is not meant just to be a sentimental place. We want to add a bit of a fun touch to it, and I don't think you guys are ready. I know this decoration idea won't be the most popular one, but Ben and I are having a lot of fun with it. You guys are gonna hate it. The idea is to gather more photos of these moments and make the door full. If you're struggling and you need some inspiration, my dogs can be supportive of you. After dogs, whales are my favorite animal, so of course the door of our room had to be the strawberry yogurt whale tail. It's gonna fit somewhere like this, and here is supposed to be the sea because the whale is diving and this is like the sea splashing a wave. So I need to paint this bit of the door blue, and then our diving whale can be put in place. Now stay here for 20 minutes because I forgot to bring clamps. I'm trying to understand if this is a good or a bad idea to do it like this. I don't know if you can see from there. Ay, ay, ay. Because honestly, I don't think I have a choice because the size that this was made, unfortunately the shapes and the door handles don't go well together and I need to do some adjustments, but that's not a priority right now. I really wanted to put them in place, but as it's gonna take a lot longer than I thought because of these adjustments I have to make, I need to focus on other stuff like preparing the boat for the trip. So under the bed they go and I'm gonna do something else. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Happy Christmas, MP. Happy Christmas, Yabá. This year we're giving you not only a Davit system, but I'll show you. We've had this barbecue since day one. It's been doing really good, but we can't hang it really anywhere. Probably still got coals in it, but the bottom, we're trying to just close that every time. For now it's done with a stainless plate and it burns the platform. So now we've upgraded. Let's have a look at it. I can't wait to see it in place. Because it's the bare necessities of living on a sailboat.
Did you say bang necessities?
Bare necessities. Bare necessities as well.
Whoa, it's so shiny.
So normally it goes on a pole and the pole goes on a deck. They've just adapted this for us. And look. Okay, let's not drop it now.
Whoa, it has waves on the side.
We got it because of the waves and the top. I'll show you what's on top.
Do you need a hand?
It's okay. Once it's on, we'll have to call your uncle because he's a Argentinian
Barbecue
asador.
master.
¡Eh! ¡Qué bueno que está eso, cara!
There is a thread underneath still for the single leg, which I think we will have coming to here with another clip. Some extra strength, but yeah, that's not coming off. Podemos fazer uns furos, né?
Oh,
As long as no one stands on it, for now we're good. You like this, don't you?
This is the reason why Ben managed to convince me to let him get the barbecue, and also because we're doing a barbecue for the shipwrights, so I was like, okay. But then Rafa said now that in order for us to do the perfect barbecue with these
He needs to do it.
after tomorrow, he needs to start training from today.
Yeah, I think so too. Good idea, Rafa. Make sure it's level so the sausages don't fall off. Oh, this is so cool.
N from north, E from east, W from west, and S from subscribe, please, to the channel.
And W from don't forget to click the like button. This was nice, but I've got to get to work because we still didn't have the dinghy hanging up. I'd like to have that hung up tonight so that tomorrow we just leave and don't have to do anything.
No, you would like to.
We have to, yeah. I don't want to be doing that tomorrow at 6
No, we're
a.m.
not doing that tomorrow at 6 a.m. We're leaving at 6 a.m.
Once we've figured out all these mounting points, like is it here or here, do we need 1, 2 or even 3 and so on, we can start doing a proper shop for a block and tackle with a higher ratio, even a winch, a little cleat here to fasten onto, but for now we're just going to be playing around and make it work for our travel tomorrow early. Oh, so late already, the sun's going down. There's so much to do. Anyway, this type of thing is what I'm looking at. 1, 2. I've got a double pulley here, double one on here, and a single one on each side of the arm down there. So I'm going to fasten the rope onto the arm, and I'll see if I can get what ratio I can get out of it. You probably know by watching it already. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. 3 to 1, I think. And then we can work on the second system, which is the arm to the dinghy. For now we're going to have to lift this with 2, not an issue. I think we can get away with using 1 line covering both sides of the pulleys, going across the top here. Maybe even put a winch or something electric in if it gets really heavy, but I really don't mind this. If we can get the reduction good enough, we can always just pull it by hand and have a little cleat. Less to break, right? I don't know what else I can do there. I'm just going to double check the knots, of course, before we go, well, before anything, because you don't want the dinghy to fall because of a knot I made. But I think I'm going to go and test the wheels of the dinghy. I think I might be able to wheel it down alone.
I'll be there to help you
just in case. It's looking so much more organized here, I have to say. But then again, it's just on the deck for now.
Step by step, step by step.
I want to start putting the dinghy in the water, testing out the wheels and trying to lift it. That would be so exciting, but I'm just going to finish the job I started. I actually need to cut 1 more off. I'll show you what I did actually. It's quite exciting. This is just enough for a shackle to go through and hopefully allow me to hoist it up properly, and that's like a very, very strong point. Out with the old. In with the new, with a little ring for a shackle. So much for the wheels. At least I'm happy my mount didn't break. Yeah, well, whatever. first.
Ah, achei que era motor de popa.
So I'm on the platform quickly and catch me.
Cuidado que pode ter água. Uou! Muito bem, tem até um telhado.
Might have to shorten the lines. Wait. Right. Okay, fast. Okay, shorten the lines. Okay. I thought this was really, really cool. There's a couple of things I would like to change. One thing, a way bigger reduction ratio in the rope. The other thing would be, of course, easy fasten, easy loosen, and so on, but that's going to be when we arrive. I think what we can even do now is try and drop the dinghy onto the platform. That would be really cool for our journey. Okay, so what we have now is it's sitting, leaning on its side on the platform, which I'm very happy about. The only thing is we had to loosen the rope that was on the arm because it doesn't have a pulley system. So soon, hopefully, we'll just hoist it with a way easier ratio. Once it's at the top, fasten it onto a cleat over here, and then work on the second pulley system, which is between the arm and the boat, if that makes sense. I'll get that sorted ASAP because this was a bit of a pain, but I'm very, very happy it works. The rudder, sorry, it's a bit shaky now because it's nighttime. The rudder moves freely. We're going to strap the dinghy down so it doesn't obstruct the rudder at any point or fall off. But very, very happy with this. Just finished fastening the dinghy onto the platform. It is a little bit of a work in progress, but we've already gotten a lot done in 2 days with this Davit system. And we have other priorities right now, and that is seeing how the barbecue tastes on our new barbecue. Tá aprendendo a fazer churrasco?
Sim, estoy aprendiendo. No sé qué hace.
What's that face?
This is it for today. Loads of organizing, loads of last minute things that we had to do. We are all melted because we're so tired. But today is gonna be an exciting and also long day. So we need to rest now. And tomorrow, day 24, we are sailing up north. Can you believe the day arrived?
I think we just talked about at dinner, what did you do on day one? And we had to sit down and think a very long time. And then it was like, the mast cap. And then when she said that, I thought that was 3 or 4 months ago.
It feels that so much happened these last days that it feels that day one was ages ago.
Anyway, the barbecue is really good. It heats up fast and stays hot for long and provides very good food. Let's give you guys some.